page. Okay. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so like I mentioned, today we're talking about how to secure contracts with Zowasel this harvest season. And I'll be taking you through on how you can explore, the contract with us. So some of the key benefits you enjoy when you have a contract with us as Zowasel is maximizing opportunities this harvest season. And when I mean maximizing your opportunities this harvest season, we have some merchants who have commodities on ground. And because of the change in markets, the market changes, the price changes, and all of that, they're not able to plan well. They're not able to organize well when it has to do with the cost of their commodity and logistics, and also making delivery to the buyer's warehouse. So when I mean maximizing your opportunity, for a merchant coming in and wanting a contract with us here at Zowasel, if you have a commodity and we have a buyer, for instance, we have a buyer for maize or soya bean, and like we all know, most of these buyers, they are really in high demand for commodities, and commodities like maize. And when we talk about delivery, we are looking at 5,000 metric ton, 10,000 metric ton for the season. So if you're a merchant and you can secure probably 5 to 10 trucks, and you want a particular price for this commodity, all you just need to do is to let us know. Send us an email at marketplace, Zowasel at marketplace@zowasel.com. Sorry about that. Zowasel, marketplace@zowasel.com. When you do that, let us know how many metric ton you are ready to make delivery. You are ready to deliver to this buyer's warehouse. So if it's 10 trucks, okay, I'm ready to make delivery of 10 trucks to your buyer at Ibadan, to your buyer at Kano, to your buyer at, Jos, to Zaria, and I want this price. You give us the price and let us know the duration. I'm willing to make delivery within the next 1 week, within the next 2 weeks, if I have this price. With that, we can actually secure that for you. We can lock down that price for you with the buyer. And this buyer, if they can actually source their commodity from one vendor at a go, it saves them a lot of stress. So for you, you're actually making profit, you're locking down your price, you know that this is the price this commodity is going to be going for the next 1 to 2 weeks. And then for the buyer also gets to get relieved because they know, yes, I'm getting my commodity and there's no change in price. Even when prices are being, is fluctuating outside the market, outside your own, your own zone. But at this point, you have secured a contract with us. You've secured, a volume to make delivery to the buyer's warehouse. So with this, you can actually plan well, you can organize yourself, and then you can actually maximize profit at the end of, this harvest season. And not to mention, these commodities vary. So it can move from cocoa to soya bean to millet to wheat to so many commodities, to crude palm oil, to dried cassava chips and the rest. So as long as you have this commodity, then you can actually approach us and we can help you with that, securing a particular price and a particular volume to a buyer's warehouse. And you also have the privilege to choose where you want to make this delivery. If you're looking at delivering at Ibadan, depending on where your sourcing location is, if you prefer to deliver probably at Jos, it all depends on you. We can actually source for a buyer, get you a buyer so that you can, make that delivery and be able to, maximize profit at this season. The whole idea is for you to enjoy, your delivery to the buyer's warehouse, maximize profit, and we want to add value to your company, we want to add value to your business. Then also the next point is prompt payment. So when we talk about prompt payment, we know that some of these buyers, they tend to delay, and their payment is most times is within 48 to 72 hours. I've had merchants, approach me saying, oh, I want my payment within 24 hours. Can this happen? Yes, you can secure that on the Zowasel platform. We can help you with that. So when you make delivery to the buyer's warehouse and your commodity is the right commodity, the right specification is offloaded, we get the weight ticket, we will make that prompt payment to you within 24 hours. So no need to wait for the next 48 to 72 hours before you get your payment. You can get your payment within 24 hours. So these are some of the benefits, these are some of the values we are giving out to our merchants, because we know what it is out there, and we know that turnover, makes a whole lot of sense for you, because with that you're able to, reinvest in the next commodity buy and then make more profit. So with this prompt payments within 24 hours, you get to enjoy, lots of turnover. Then also discounted platform fee. Yes, we've carried out survey questions where we actually asked our merchants, okay, do you want the platform fee to be discounted and all of that? And yes, we heard you. We know most of this, our platform fee is 1.5%. And we know that some merchants, are not comfortable with this. Some of the reasons that was given was, it bites into their profit. And yes, so with Zowasel, with you having a contract with us, you get to enjoy a discounted platform fee. Just express yourself. Let us know. I want to make this delivery. This is the volume. This is the platform fee I would like, and then we can talk about it. We actually at this point we know that a lot of merchants are itching for this. They want a discounted fee, and that is what we'll be offering this season. We are looking forward to your responses. We are looking forward to you saying, okay, I want 1%, I want 1.2%, and the rest. If that's what you want, just let us know, express yourself, and you're good to go. Then also we have the logistic support. So for the logistics support, yes, this logistic is actually a big deal for a lot of merchants, being able to secure logistics to make delivery. Here at the Zowasel platform, we can assist you with this. And this is because we have partnered with so many logistics company. We have our sales team on the field to actually help with this, help with one or two calls, help with one or two contacts, and help move that commodity for you. So these are some of the things you get to enjoy. These are some of the benefits you get to enjoy when you have a contract with us at Zowasel. And it's not just for this season. We intend making it, we intend extending it beyond here. And that is why we want to build a solid relationship with you. We want to hear from you, hear the volumes you have, and then, listen to everything, just to make sure that at the end of this harvest season, everybody is smiling home. So the next thing I want to talk about is contract requirement. So you having a contract with us at Zowasel, what does it require? What does it entail? What do I have to do? What do I have to present? The first thing is your full name. We've sent our survey questions. So what I'll be doing right now is I would share with you a link of our survey question. I'll share that with you here on the chat. I hope you can see it. All you just need to do, click on this link, and then you will see this information I have here. You fill it, we'll have it, and then we'll work on it immediately. So so the first thing we need is your full name. We need to know who we are interacting with. We need to know, okay, this is this person. We need to know how to address you, followed by the name of your company. Which company are we having this agreement with? Then your email address. Yes, we want it to be very formal. But if you don't have an email address, then that's fine. But for a contract, it's good for it to be formal. So we really appreciate your email address for it to be very formal. Then we need your phone number. Should in case we're not able to contact you via email, we can give you a phone call, call you, hear from you, know how you're doing, apart from the contract, just check up on you. And then we also want to know your company warehouse address. Who are we transacting with? Where are you located? Then also the agro commodities. Agro commodities vary. So we have from grains to maize to soybean to cocoa to sorghum to millet to wheat and the rest. Just list all the commodities you would like to make delivery, you would like to supply on the Zowasel platform. Just list it along with the metric ton. So what volume are you looking at making delivery this season? We have some merchants who have said, okay, who have shared contract with us, and they said, okay, for maize this season, I'm looking at making delivery of 5,000 metric ton of maize this harvest season. So you please just state it so that when we are sharing this contract with you, it's also going to be stated there. It's just an agreement just for it to know that we have you in heart. We understand what you're going through. We want you to maximize profit this season. And we also want to lock down, most of these prizes for you. As long as you're ready to make that commitment, you're ready to, go ahead and say, yes, I'm going to make delivery to this buyer's warehouse. This is my offer price. I'm willing to make this delivery within a week or 2 weeks. Then why not? We can have this contract. We can seal this deal for you. Just show the commitment and you are good to go. So like I mentioned, I have dropped the link there at the message box. Please just check. You can check on it right now. You'll see the link. click on it, fill the form, put your information, and trust me, within a day or two, we are going to be sending you a contract. If you have any question, you can still revert back to us, send us an email, give us a phone, give us a call, and then we'll be there to respond and put you through. Okay, and okay. So for the next slide, yes, these are the list of the agro commodity. Not to, I mean, this doesn't even do justice to it. I know a lot of merchants do more than this, but this is just a list of the agro commodities from maize to soya to sorghum and the rest. So these are some of the commodities we are actually looking at you trading on the Zowasel platform. But if you have more, why not? As long as it's an agro commodity, we are willing to trade it on the Zowasel platform. Okay, yeah, so thank you so much. I don't know if there's any question in the house. I'm ready to take your question, or should I leave it for the host? If I'm a time for questions, or probably after the second guest has spoken, then we can take questions. Hello, Ifama, are you there? Hello. Okay, I'm seeing a hand. A hand is raised. Ifama, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, fine. Mr. Jehomat, yes, your hand is raised. Please go ahead with your question. Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Maybe I should speak.
Okay, go ahead. I'm listening.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Mr.
Yeah, I'm not sure if my question is related to today's topic, but I just have a few questions. Like first, what if I need supplies for like cocoa beans right now? Is there a way Zowasel can help me with that? And secondly, yeah, how do we get your contract? I think that is about today's topic.
Okay, yes, thank you so much for that question. Yes, okay, fine. Let's start with the cocoa beans. If you want the cocoa beans, so on the Zowasel platform, you're either a merchant or a buyer. So you wanting a cocoa bean, that means you are coming in as a buyer. And if you're coming in as a buyer, then it's going to be a different contract from that of the merchant. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm also going to send you, I'm going to put on the chat box now Zowasel email address. So I'm going to put that here, marketplace@zowasel.com. Please kindly send your request. If it's cocoa bean like you mentioned, please kindly send your request, and then we'll send you a contract. But before then, we would also have to onboard you as a buyer on the platform, get to understand you better, send you a buyer's document and all of that, where you have to sign and let us know, most especially the mode of payment, your quality specification and the mode of payment. This is to protect the merchant. The merchant needs to know your quality specification. The merchant also needs to know your mode of payment. So these are very, very important. We actually scrutinize all our merchants, all our buyers on the platform to avoid any fraudulent activities. So I'm going to send that to you, marketplace@zowasel.com. I'll put that shortly, and then you just send your request there, and it will be taken care of. Then also the next question which you asked is you said, how do you get a contract? Okay, yeah. So the form, I've shared the form already. Let me share the link again for that form. So all you just need to do is just to click on this form, go to the message box here, click on the form, put in your details and every other information, and within a day or two, we'll share a contract with you. We just want your information. So put in your details, just click on that form, put in your details. Within a day or two, we'll extract those details and share a contract with you via email, because you'd have put in your email address. We'll share the contract with you. I don't know, did I answer your question, Mr. Maker?
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, some other person's hands are raised. Okay, Mr. Jehomat, are you ready now to take your question, or
Yeah,
should Mr.
good
Okay,
morning.
good morning, sir.
Please, the issue of your platform, say via website and WhatsApp or that, application. I've been trying to register myself there, but I don't logged in, and I've complained several times. I don't know what that may be the challenge on that angle.
Okay, I'm so sorry you had to experience that, Mr. Jehomat. Okay, what will happen is at the end of this call, an agent, a colleague of mine would reach out to you. We're going to have a video call with you just to understand what the problem is. But do you mind sharing the error message you're getting when you try to create an account?
I've mailed your office several times with the error message, and I decided not to be. I deleted it from my phone because I've tried several times. Because I remember the webinar you had sometimes early this year, that you can log in there, you see buyer requests, the seller request will be there. You can even meet your buyer online for negotiation or co. Apart from the new in this harvest webinar, that was the essence of going there, but the reason was not being met. I decided to opt out of that platform. I believe with all this your listed benefits of securing a contract, it has already even answered them better than going to that platform.
Okay. Okay, I'm really sorry you had to experience that, but we really appreciate it if you can come back to the platform. I'm really sorry. We'll follow up with you. We'll send you a message on WhatsApp, give you a call, just to put you through again on the Zowasel platform. I'm really sorry. And I'm also happy that I'm able to answer your questions, like you mentioned, and looking forward to having a contract with you, Mr. Jehomat. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. Okay,
Secondly, the issue of financial recommendation to your bank is not mentioned as some of the benefits.
okay, when you say financial recommendation, how do you mean? I don't
Like
kind of.
I had a conversation with you sometimes ago, and I was told somebody, a contractor or a merchant, must have done one or two contracts with you before they can be recommended to your financial institution that is
Okay.
partnering with you.
Okay.
Do you
Okay.
remember?
Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes. And it's still on for us, for Zowasel to be able to assist you financially, to be able to make delivery. You would have been able to deliver to the buyer's warehouse twice. That is the only way you can access fund. And that is because we want to be sure that the merchant on our platform is legit. We've had situations whereby we give a merchant money to go and make delivery and they divert that fund to a different deal. So at the end of the day, we had to keep on chasing this merchant for that. So with that, Zowasel had to put a lot of structures in place so that for every merchant that come to the Zowasel platform, if you want to have access to funds, which we are willing to give to you, then you would have traded on our platform at least twice. But like I mentioned, for the prompt payments, which we are mentioning here, as soon as you make delivery to a buyer on the Zowasel platform, then Zowasel will make payment to your account because you've made delivery already. Nothing is holding your money. Nothing is holding you from accessing your money at that point. Instead of waiting for the buyer's payment within 48 to 72 hours, Zowasel will go ahead and make that payment to you within 24 hours. Did I answer your question, please, Mr. Jehomat?
Yes.
Okay,
Thank you
thank you.
very much.
Thank you. Okay, I thought Mr. Ime's hands was raised. I'm not seeing his hands anymore. Okay.
Yes. In fact, thank you very much. Although I was a little bit challenged by these services. Please, I want to still point out the requests I made the other time based on the CTC in my area. So I just want to remind you people that you should also put that in the budget to come over to my own area. Then too, I've seen the cocoa beans and the oil palm, that's crude palm oil. That is what we have comparative advantage in my own area. So that is it. And three, the farm input. At least we have server here, even like fertilizer, like other chemical herbicide and other things. We don't have. So unless I send it to Abia State before I can get to give to some of my farmers. So at least if the CTC can be put up in my own area, will be of a very great advantage to our area and other neighboring communities and local government. Thank you very much, ma. And another thing, please, the link I've just one of my contemporaries talk about the link. I saw on the Zowasel trustees page that we should join the link there that the platform will be closed. So when I tried to say, they said I was removed from the platform. So I equally complained that on the page. So please, I think something should be done about that to reactivate that page so that it will be easier for us to join in our own end here. Thank you very much, man.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Iman. Thank you for that suggestion. Thank you for that observation. Okay, so you mentioned, let me start with the CTC. May I know where you're located?
Yes, Okobo in Akwa Ibom State.
No, I didn't. What location?
Okobo, local
Okobo.
government.
Okay,
Okobo,
Okobo.
local government.
Okobo
Yes,
local
in
government.
Akwa Ibom
Okay.
State, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it's true. Is that, hello?
Yeah.
Hello, can I say something?
Okay, go ahead, Bong.
Yes, it's from Okobo in Akwa Ibom State. From the plant of work, I am planning to visit him tomorrow. So I will meet with him tomorrow. He said I've spoken with him. He has directed me to where he stays. So I will meet him tomorrow. So, but what he was telling me, he said that they want to Zowasel to establish a crop center over there. But I told him actually what is going on right now, that is the farmers or the cooperative that do the crop center, and then the Zowasel will come and supervise and do whatever. But what we concluded was, for me, let me just meet him because I've not seen him, though we have spoken. But I plan to meet him tomorrow, first one-on-one.
Okay,
So, but
thank you so
whatever
much.
question, whatever question it has, he can ask him so that everybody would address it amicably. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you very much, Ubong.
All right.
Mr. Ubong is going to follow up with you. He's
Yes, thank you. I'm
are you-
expecting him. I'm
okay.
expecting him.
Okay, that's good to know. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, so I will Ifoma, please over to you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Shoma, for the presentation. Without wasting further time, because time has been fast spent, Anu, please proceed to your presentation.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Yeah, my name is Anulu Akpoyubade, and I'll be talking basically on quality specifications for grains and cash crops and how important it is to ensure market standards and compliance. Okay. So what are the importance of quality specification? The first importance is that it ensures market acceptance and premium pricing. When buyers give quality specifications, it is so that you can meet that standard so that they'll be able to use it for production. For instance, for those who use maize, they use it sometimes for food and sometimes for baby food. So the quality specification is usually higher compared to those who use maize for production of chicken feed or any livestock feed. So that's why it is very important for quality specifications to be met so that it will be accepted in the market. Then it is also critical for meeting export and trade standards. If you want to export commodities out of the country, they always look at these things because you cannot just export just any commodity. You can imagine exporting maize, for instance, whose moisture content is still very high. Before it gets to wherever it is going to. It's probably have decayed or something like that. And that is why it is very, very important to meet the quality specification. Then it impacts shelf life, storage, and transport. That's just what I just talked about now. Like for instance, if the maize is dry, it could last longer. For many buyers, they don't buy maize today and process it tomorrow. It still stays in their warehouse for some days or months before it is processed into finished goods. So if we cannot take maize that is substandard to them, I'll dwell more on that as we go on. So what are the key quality parameters? For example, for maize, there are three basic quality specifications that are to be met. The first is the moisture content. That's for grains generally. So the first is the moisture content. And the reason why this is even 13%, less than 13%, is because of probably the maize is new. It's new maize, so the moisture is not yet totally dried up. But it's usually less than 10%. But for now, we can still accept less than 13% because everybody knows that it is new maize that is out currently. Then the foreign matter, the limit should be less than 1%. What are foreign matters? Foreign matters are like dirt, debris that we see when we are packaging the grains. It is very advisable to have it very minimal. This is because of what this commodity is used to produce. You cannot imagine a baby food being produced with maize that has dirt and all. It is not hygienic. Sorry, please, can you see my slide?
We can.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, then we also have broken kernels. Broken kernels should not be it should be less than 5%. So broken kernels are like the broken grains. Broken grains. If the grains are broken, they don't look nice. So it is better to um supply that which is whole. So even if there are broken kernels among the grains, it should be very minimal, less than 5%. So for rice, in addition to the ones mentioned above, the grain length and consistency is also very important. If for the rice that we consume, if you see long and short grain and cooked together, I don't think it will come out nice. So the same thing goes with when you are supplying. You can't be supplying long grain and short grain. So there should be consistency in what we are supplying. If it is short grains, let everything be short grains. And if it is long, let everything be long grains. Then the degree of polishing and milling standards is also very important. Then we also have for cash crops. I would specifically talk on cocoa because we are currently in the cocoa season, and this is also to inform everybody that we are currently accepting cocoa in Zowasel. So if you have cocoa that you want to supply, our crop centers are opened across various locations in Akwa Ibom, in Cross River, in Ondo State as well. So you can easily supply cocoa to any of our crop centers. So for cocoa, the bean size and uniformity is usually between 100 to 110 beans per 100 grams. This is very important. Then the moisture content is also 6 to 8%. Then the fermentation and drying processes, cocoa has to be dry because if it is not dry, it leads to having mold and some other things which are unhealthy. Then foreign matter too, just like I mentioned for grains, it should be very limited. We don't want to be seeing deaths in the chocolates that our manufacturers are producing for us. So what are this quality control? The impact of inadequate fermentation on flavor. If it does not dry well, it affects the taste of the cocoa bean. So the consequences of high moisture content, mold and rejection. If the moisture content is high, just as I mentioned, there will be mold. That's when the cocoa will not be brown enough. It will be have some whitish coloration. Then this will attract rejection. Cocoa is even one of the commodities that are usually exported out of the country. So, and many people who even buy cocoa, they they process it into semi-finished goods to also export. So we cannot be exporting something that is actually substandard. So it is better to have our cocoa dried well, so that when it's being packaged and moved to buyer's location, it is not rejected, because rejection means it's like a loss. It is actually a loss, because taking your commodity back after spending so much on logistics is not what we want. Then the defects are, we have slaty, we have moldy beans, and then it affects the market. So why does meeting quality standard matter? Number one, it ensures marketability and premium pricing. If you have a commodity and you are very sure of the quality specification, you can easily say, I know what commodity I'm supplying. This is the amount I want to supply. And yes, if the buyer sees it, the buyer can agree, yes, okay, it is fine. We can accept for this price. So it ensures marketability and premium pricing. Then it increases revenue for farmers and traders. It's almost the same thing I just talked about. If the higher the quality of what it is you're producing, the higher the price, right? So it also meets growing consumer demand for quality and sustainability. And also buyers can decide that, oh, I want to still buy from that person who supplied that particular commodity to my warehouse. And from there you keep going places. So that's basically it for quality specifications. And quality specifications are usually attached to the LPO when we issue LPO to merchants, so that you can adhere strictly to the quality specifications. Then for cocoa, if you have cocoa that you want to supply, we have agents around who can come to your warehouse to check the cocoa before it even leaves your warehouse, and it is actually free. It is free. So do we have any questions?
Thank you so much, Anu, for this presentation. So I can see some hands raised up. So we'll start with Chukwuwanu Leo. You can share your questions. You can mute yourself and share your question.
All right. Thank you very much. Please, is there any room for brokers in these transactions? Can we bring in people that are willing to supply and we get paid? Like for cocoa, I'm just saying for cocoa. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Are you saying that you act like an agent for Zowasel? So you get us people that would supply and then we pay you? Is that what you mean? Leo, can you hear me? Hello, Leo, can you hear me?
All right, I'm listening.
I said
I'm
your
hearing you.
question is you get us people that we supply the cocoa and then we pay you as an agent for Zowasel. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
Choma, please help us answer the question.
Yes, okay, thank you very much, Leo. Yes, so there's provision for that. You bringing in a broker, yes, there's provision for that. So if you bring in a merchant that's going to be making delivery to our buyer, you're going to be coming in as an agent. So yes, you get to have commission for that. As long as you speak with the agent should also be aware of that, because everything is also going to be stated on the LPO that we're going to be issuing to your merchant, the merchant you're bringing. So the merchant gets to see, that information, and that's fine, because we try as
Okay.
much as possible to be transparent. Yes, is welcomed.
Yes.
Thank you.
Because she mentioned this is the cocoa season, and I already have people that tell me they have cocoa for sale. So,
Oh, that's great.
that's
Yes, is
that's
welcomed.
bring up this question. All right, it's okay. You can go on. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Leo. Is there anybody else that has any question? You can raise your hand. Okay, Jehomat, your hand is raised.
I want you to ask now, if somebody acted as an agent, is it not going to affect the platform discounted fee, or that will be added to the fee to be paid to the platform?
Yes, it will. So the standard platform fee is 1.5%.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
if you're coming in as an agent to manage that merchant, because you also need your commission, the commission for an agent is 0.5%, and that will be 2.5%. That is what you're going to be charging that merchant. So that's why I said if we try as much as possible to make it transparent. So on that LPO, it's also going to be there. The merchant who is going to be getting that LPO is going to be seeing your name underneath as the merchant who is coming, sorry, the agent who is also, included in that LPO. So we try as much as possible to make it transparent. Does that answer your question, sir? Hello, Mr. Jehomas. Are you there?
Okay, Mr. John Ekbo, I can see your hand is raised. Do you have any question for us? You can unmute yourself and ask your question.
Do you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you, Mr. John.
Oh, okay. Sorry that while the last we are presenting, my network was fluctuating, so I did not hear much. But the little I want to ask is this. Previously, you used to have an agent. There was a lady that was used to come and buy cocoa from my end here. And that's the person who was working directly with Zowasel. Do you still have that kind of arrangement today, or it will be the the one who is in the test center, crop center, sending the products to you? I don't understand that point, please. You get my question?
Okay,
Yes,
yes,
I get
yes.
your question. So, Choma, please answer.
Would you
Okay.
like to answer that?
Okay. So where's your location, please?
My location is in Akwa Ibom State, Ibesibotutan local government.
Okay, so we have an agent. We have a
Ibesibotutan.
staff in Akwa
If
Ibom.
you are coming, if you have
Yes, that is
you
in
pass
the side.
my local government to Okobo. You pass my local government before you get to Okobo.
Okay, okay. Okay, so we have an agent that is in Akwa Ibom that would probably call you when you have
Okay.
cocoa or
Okay, no problem.
yes.
Okay. Is it the Ubang that we're going to Okobo?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Please, maybe.
It's all right. I will search for his number so I can contact him perhaps tomorrow when he will be going to Okobo. I will get his number through email since he may have been calling him. That's all right.
All right. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. If I'm over to you.
Okay, Mr. John, once you fill in the contract link, Choma and no would reach out to you, so we'll follow up with you and see how we can purchase your cocoa from you. Okay, is there any, okay, Mr. Liu, I just saw your hands is raised and also. Do you have any questions?
Yes, so I have a question, please. And as regards quality, do we have grades of quality and prices that we can give for different grades?